During the Depp trial, Emily DeBaker received over $250,000 in Superchats alone. The Rekieta Law channel brought in over $300,000 USD. Law and Crime practically robbed LawTube of millions of views and continues to bring in $20,000 an hour as of recording this, even days after the trial has ended. And Asmongold has brought in over $1.5 million. To learn the total amounts for each over the 6-week Johnny Depp trial, stick around for Follow the Money Part 2. Well, people really seem to enjoy the Super Chat totals for a single week. So in this video, we're not only going to go over all 6 weeks of Super Chats, anyone can go for the playboard and see the numbers themselves. So this time we're going in deep, using inside information provided by Rekieta Law. You see, as some of you will be aware, in the previous video, Rekieta was kind enough to leave a detailed comment about earnings from live stream ad plays, YouTube Premium, as well as video playbacks, and generously offered to respond to replies to his comment, which I pinned. True to his word, he has, and I'll leave a card to the first video if you would like to read the comment for yourself or ask your own question, as he has been reading and answering them on his stream. Jesus, the crows just don't stop. It's almost 7 PM. It is using this information that we'll be calculating the following channel's incomes over the Depp trial, using the Rekieta formula, pending approval from the prestigious Rekieta Commission of Integrity and long-term viability of LawTube. Let's begin. Rekieta himself earned $214,358 USD according to Playboard over the trial. These live streams also received over 17,905,000 views and slightly over 18 million views for regular videos. For reference, a million views on a clip that is over a minute long will make between $2,000 and $6,000, so I'm going to average this at $3,500. 30% of the total chat is also what YouTube takes as a cut, and interestingly, Rekieta added that there is an additional 30% for any donation made from an Apple device. We don't know how many of his views are on iOS, but in the US it is roughly half, so I'll be adding that in and calling it the Apple tax, which brings us to the totals of 214,358 in total chats, 64,307 going to YouTube, and 32,153 going to the Apple tax. For ads played during the stream, we are looking at about $6,265, and YouTube Premium playbacks at $44,750. And for normal video views, we're looking at $63,178 US. Now, before we move on to Law and Crime, there are some slight discrepancies we need to address. I believe that the stream revenue and playbacks is after YouTube's cut, because it is likely what Rekieta is seeing in his YouTube dashboard. Hopefully he can clarify this. And second, a super chat actually asked him how much he made YouTube, to which he replied,
I have made YouTube $43,500 in super chats approximately for the Johnny Depp trial. So about $60,000. I made YouTube about $100,000 over this trial in direct revenue. That doesn't count any, YouTube Premium stuff or whatever. That's just in ads and super chats.
This doesn't quite add up to my numbers. Since YouTube usually takes 45%, this could be explained by lawyer math, delays in YouTube's revenue reporting, which can often be several days, or just how revenue data is divided over the months of April, May, and the first few days of June. We just don't know. But I calculate that Rekieta made $328,548 in total, or $232,088 after cuts for the duration of the trial. Law and Crime Network. Now this is one that might make you really mad. And it might surprise you to learn that Law and Crime even has time to upload videos in between their busy schedule of issuing toothless cease and desists and flagrant abuses of the DCMA tools. But somehow they actually had the time to post 654 videos over the course of the trial, averaging 15 a day. Now there have been allegations that Law and Crime, after being absolutely trounced by a small group of lawyers during the Rittenhouse trial, in a moment of absolute cope, they actually had to pay YouTube themselves to become a trusted source for the Depp trial. Whatever the number they actually paid was a great investment for them, as over the duration they were able to rack up over 1 billion views between streams, clips, and short videos. And this is where the absolute bulk of their revenue came from. It is very difficult to separate the live stream and playback views over the metric ton, but my estimates have them earning over $355,000 USD for live stream ad revenue, $2,547,500 in YouTube Premiums, and likely over $3,566,500 in regular views. It is incredibly difficult to try and put all these views together, but I calculate that they earned just under $6.5 million, and it is easily possible they earned over $10 million for this trial. It's almost an afterthought to even mention their super chats at this point, and it might dumbfound you to even assume that anyone would send a chat to the channel with the personality of a wet block of clay. For example, a live stream that totaled 1.7 million views earned them a mere $138. Nevertheless, I can only assume it was chat arguing amongst themselves leading to a chain reaction of chats rather than any introspection from the Law and Crime themselves. That netted them a total of $30,939 in total chats, with $9,281 going to YouTube and $4,640 going to the Apple tax. Moving on. That umbrella guy, aka Tug. A non-lawyer, but someone who has been following the case for years, Tug made a lot of waves by actually being named in the documents of the case and live in court. But personally, I'm not a fan, because he basically owns the phrase, "Hey there." And I used to love saying, "Hey there." But now I can't say it without being accused of copying, which is why I say, well, well, well. Apart from that, he's alright. Anyway, Tug did quite well for himself, earning 81,511 in Super Chats, with his biggest day being 6,325, which means that he had to pay 12,226 to the Apple tax and 24,453 to YouTube. Over his streams, he received 8,146,000 views, which is 2,851 in stream ads and 20,365 in premiums. He also uploaded some videos that gained 19 million views, which should have earned him $67,421. In total, I calculate his earnings at just over $135,000. I believe he also has some other revenue streams off of YouTube, but we aren't including those. So next, Legal Mindset, relative newcomer to the scene who brought his channel up to just under 75,000 during the trial. And while he might seem based, I asked him in his chat if he wouldn't want to grab some soju next time I was in Korea. And I was completely ignored. Hashtag cancel Legal Mindset. Hashtag Pyongyang. His super chats totaled $18,165 minus $2,724 to the Apple tax and $5,449 to YouTube. His streams that were focused on the trial totaled 2,515,000 views, netting him $880 in ad revenue and $6,289 in YouTube premiums. He also uploaded a variety of videos during the case. Again, I'm only going to be counting the ones that focus on the Depp trial, which adds 850,000 views or around $2,997 US dollars for a grand total of $20,158. Oh, and I should add that I'm willing to accept an apology from Legal Mindset, but only for a bottle of Jinro's Plum Chamsal. DUI Guy. The first stream of DUI Guy driving to the trial earned him a sweet $10. The second trial stream, $669.
Nice.
With 7-11 for the third one. Okay, we're definitely living in a simulation. Super chatters totaled 22,925 with 3,440 to the Apple tax and 6,668 to YouTube. His stream views totaled at 4,960,663, which should have brought him in $1,736 with 12,401 in premium views. Interestingly, he didn't seem to upload any regular videos for the duration. Instead, he uploaded YouTube Shorts. Now, if you're unaware, Shorts do not earn typical YouTube revenue. Playbacks on a mobile device, in fact, earn nothing. But you can potentially, though rarely, receive bonuses from the YouTube Short Fund. These are pretty shit as a form of monetization. For example, 1 million views on a short can give around $100 maybe. They do play ads if played back on a desktop though, but I have no way of telling which ones are played on desktop or mobile. So for this, I'm only going to have to guess that he received maybe $1,000. Furthermore, during the he actually began to gain a bit more in chats until he turned them off, motivated by his feeling that if he had too many to read, he wouldn't be giving value to those he missed. Additionally, he is auctioning off his court notebook and donating it to charity. Quite admirable of him. In total, I calculate that he earned $27,934 from the trial directly. LegalBytes. Alita, or as some of my comments have dubbed her, Snake Bites. Oh, that's great. I actually really don't mind her, but that name is just too funny. She found herself in two very interesting positions during the trial. The first, the center of the growing LawTube group movement, a position that elevated her to the second highest super chat earner after Emily DeBaker, and the second as the center of LawTube's implosion after denying DUI Guy a seat at the cool kids lunch table, leading to an apology video and fallout which saw Alita losing almost 30,000 subscribers and is now sitting 9,000 subscribers lower than that point with no real growth, even as the days go on. In Super Chats, she earned $245,350, which means she sent $36,802 to Apple with $73,605 to YouTube. Her stream's ad revenue totaled $6,222 with approximately $44,445 in premium views. She also released some update videos which gained $6,455,000 minus $250,000 from the apology video she deleted for an additional $22,592, totaling $208,202 for the trial. Regardless if you're Team Alita or think she's a jealous snake, she really came out like a bandit over the 6 weeks. But speaking of jealous snakes, this episode is sponsored by jelly snakes. Delicious snake gummy jelly snakes. Find yourself surrounded by snakes? Better make sure they're jelly gummy snakes. Link in the description. It's a real link again. Last time I did this joke, one of you mad lads actually bought something which earned me a total of 35 cents. Watch out, Rekieta law. There's a new Griff King coming for your crown. But seriously, buy the snakes. They're delicious. Hoeg Law. Now, much to the frustration of my own stream chat, who tried and failed for approximately 15 minutes to get me to pronounce Hoeg Law correctly, I still actually have no idea how to pronounce his name. It's either Hog or Hoeg, but I'm too old to change, so it's Hoeg again. Hoeg's superchats totaled $22,877, with $3,281 to Apple and $6,563 to YouTube. His live streams gained 670,000 views, so he should have earned $234 in ads and $1,678 for premium views. Hoeg didn't really upload any trial-focused regular videos, electing to spend most of his time on LegalBytes' stream. And this gives us an opportunity to answer another common comment. Do YouTubers share superchats? Well, no, not typically. This is one of the questions that Rekieta was able to answer for us, and one that seemed to surprise most people. Appearances on each other's streams is almost always paid in exposure, and while paying exposure is often a meme online, Rekieta's answer was really interesting, and you should go look at it for yourself. A lot of new people were able to establish their brands because of this trial, some even gaining hundreds of thousands of subscribers, and according to Rekieta Law, this level of exposure could be valued at approximately $15,000 a day. So it will be interesting to see if this exposure pays off now that the Depp trial is over. Hoeg totaled $13,942 for his coverage, not including any exposure. Uncivil Law. Similar to the Hoeg, Uncivil didn't stream much himself during the trial, appearing alongside him on LegalBytes' stream, also uploading a variety of videos including Witcher 3 streams. Pretty good taste there actually. Although a lot of my commenters don't seem to like him very much, and I've been told that he played somewhat of a Jafar role during the DIY guy drama. He also caught a little bit of drama himself after becoming a little bit too excited for a particularly seductive argument. Although he did manage to earn $14,380 in superchats, which sends $2,157 to Apple and $4,314 to YouTube. His streams that were focused only on the trial gained 710,000 views, netting him $248 in stream ads and $1,775 in premium playbacks. He also did a few videos which totaled just under 600,000 views, or around $2,079 US. I calculate Uncivil's totals at $12,011, but I think he kind of missed out on a real chance to break out on his own here. His single highest day brought in just under $3,000. I think he could have earned a lot more honestly if he hadn't gone down the exposure path. Bonus round. Asmongold. Now, typically a streamer on Twitch who posts stream clips on YouTube, between the channels Asmongold TV and Asmongold Clips, approximately 332 videos were uploaded, totaling over 470,399,401 total video playback views. However, this is not exclusively trial footage, as there are just so many clips uploaded between the channels, which can cover video games, rants, and other social commentary. I did attempt to separate them, but the sheer amount of views crashed my browser. So this is what he would have earned over the 6 weeks for all content uploaded. Now, it's worth remembering that not all audiences are the same on YouTube. Finance channels typically earn the most, and gaming can earn among the lowest. If we assume that Asmond is earning the same CPM, which is the cost per milli, aka how much money you earn per 1,000 views, as the rest of people on this list, then he should have earned somewhere in the range of $1,646,397 on YouTube alone. Now, I won't be including my own calculations for what he earned on Twitch, but according to the Streamer Stats site, he should have earned approximately $250,000 based on his regular income. And the next part is purely conjecture on my part, but since Asmongold is only streaming on Twitch, we can assume he is earning a similar amount from donations and other revenue. Otherwise, he would likely be streaming on YouTube instead. In all likelihood though, he has earned more than this on Twitch, which would double his totals. So I'm guessing that he earned at least $3,542,794, with $5 million being totally plausible. But wait, don't grab your pitchforks or man the comments just yet. I know this may seem like a ridiculous sum for one man to earn from mere clips, but I beg you, think of his situation first. In fact, this isn't nearly enough. After all, he is playing Diablo Immortal.
Are you fucking kidding me? I spent $500 fucking on this game. I'm not gonna lose to you.
Emily D. Baker. Emily, if my comments are anything to go on, is the undisputed queen of the Depp trial. I know this because I read and responded to literally every single of the more than 600 comments that were left on that video, as noticed by one keen-eyed user. The love for Emily seems almost universal, and the community that she has fostered has brought her in a super chat total too. 259,999 in live stream superchats plus 724 in YouTube Premiere views, which brings her total to 260,000, which means that her Apple tax was $39,108, with YouTube taking a staggering 78,216 in superchat cuts. Over her livestream, she gained 41,559,400 views, which should earn her $14,545, with her YouTube Premium views at $103,898. She also uploaded some regular videos as well as YouTube Premiere views, which totaled 2,548,000 views, equaling $8,918. After all YouTube's cuts, Emily DeBaker earned $270,759 US for the Depp trial. You have no idea how long it took to calculate and double check all these totals, and I'm quite sure that it is as accurate as possible without being directly told by the individuals themselves. I am more than happy to correct this data if any of the individuals would give me some more inside information. Everything totaled and ranked from highest to lowest, it looks like this, but if we remove Asmongold because he's a Twitch streamer and take out any of the copyright cucks from this list, then here are your grift kings and queens for the Depp trial. My eyes are literally spinning at this point. I think I've earned that like of yours before you leave the video. And if you're looking for the comment and replies from Rekieta Law, then you can check out this video.